Hi, thank you for subbing for me. I just wanted to do a couple videos really quick because maybe it's a little bit easier than sub notes, especially if it's for an extended period of time. So I'm starting off with math and how we normally do math. What I will do is I will write the title up on the board and the page number, and the students know to turn right to that page. If it's in Martin's class or Steenblock's class, they know. We usually do this example together, and then I give a few more examples up on the board. Then on the opposite page, there's even more examples. Sometimes I have them do them on their own and I check them. Sometimes we do them as a class. It kind of depends on how well they're understanding. Usually takes, with this chapter, it usually takes about 15-20 minutes for a lesson because it's going a little bit faster since we're just doing multiplication. So once this is done, I have them open up their workbooks. You can tell what page the workbook is. It's in my subnotes, but you can also tell right over here. It'll be able to tell you the workbook page. And they work on that on their own, especially this year with everything going on. Once in a while, I let them go into their assigned partnerships. If you think that that's game for today, that's totally fine. But we are very careful and cautious for how long we're in groups. So unfortunately, sometimes groups and partners don't really work well this year. I'm going to grab the workbook. 1 second. Okay, so this is their workbook. So once we're done with the full lesson up in the front of the room, I have them grab their workbook and they turn to the page. You know, I assign the page. I always talk through the problem solving questions. I always reference the gray box up top that helps them remember what to do. And then they come to me and I write Mrs. Martin check on the board. And so I go around and I check theirs. Sometimes they come to me depending on how many are done at a time. And once they're done checking, usually they will go on to Prodigy on the Chromebook cart. They all know how to log into their own Chromebooks, and they'll go straight on to Prodigy. Once in a while, Mrs. Steenblock has the Chromebooks, and so if that is the case, I have plenty of math supplements and games that we can do, and those are all in my notes and everything. So I always write the to-do on the board, math assignment, Mrs. Martin check, and then Prodigy or the math game. After a little while, usually around 9:20, we begin our extra math time, and that is when it is nice and quiet. Everybody is seated. Everybody starts the test at the same time, so there's no distractions, and they know what to do once they finish up their extra math test. Following that, I usually give them about 10 minutes of game time. We take a bathroom break, and we move on to religion.